Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to all of you in our important series of network definitions. And I am your instructor Ahmed Malik. Today we are going to cover some more important network definitions. So let's take a start. Cache, a small data memory storage area that a computer can use to instantly re-access data instead of rereading the data from the original source, such as hard drive, is known as cache. Browsers also use a cache memory to store web pages so that the user may view them again without reconnecting to that website. Cache is a hardware or a software component that stores data so that future requests for that data can be served faster. CAD and CAM, computer aided drawing CAD and computer aided manufacturing CAM. The instructions stored in a computer that will be translated to very precise operating instructions to a robot, such as for assembling cars or laser cutting signage. Both of these applications, CAD and CAM, require powerful computers. CAD softwares helps to designers and draftsmen, while CAM reduces manpower costs in manufacturing process. CD-ROM, very common term, compact disc read-only memory, is an optically read disk designed to hold information such as music, reference materials, videos, or computer softwares. A single CD-ROM can hold around 640 megabytes of data, enough for several encyclopedias. Most software programs are now delivered on CD-ROMs. To use CD-ROM in our computers, we need a CD player. Common Gateway Interface (CGI) is a program standard that allows visitor to fill out form fields on a web page and have that information interact with our database, possibly coming back to the user as another web page. Common Gateway Interface may also refer to computer-generated imaging, the process in which sophisticated computers programs created still and animated graphics such as special effects for movies. Common Gateway Interface is very important and useful nowadays as animated movies are much popular. Typing text into a message box on a screen to engage in dialogue with one or more people via the internet or other networking services is called chat. Most of the people commonly use chat in our daily life. Online chat may refer to any kind of communication over the internet that offers a real-time transmission of text messages from sender to receiver. Chat messages are generally short in order to enable other participants to respond quickly. Chip, a tiny wafer of silicon containing minor amount of electric circuits that can store millions of bits of information is called chip. A system on a chip is an integrated circuit, also known as chip, that integrates all or most components of a computer or other electronic systems. These components includes a central processing unit, memory, input or output ports, and secondary storage etc. A single user of a network application that is operated from a server is called client. There are two types of systems in our networking: servers and client. The devices who give services are known as server, and the devices which takes services from that servers are called client. A client or server architecture allows many people to use the same data simultaneously. The program's main component, the data, resides on a centralized server with smaller components like user interfaces on each client. A text file sent by a web server that is stored on the hard drive of that computer and relies back to the web server things about the user, his or her computer, and or his or her computer activities are known as cookies. Most of the websites use cookies, and we normally need to enable cookies in our system. HTTP cookies, also called web cookies, internet cookies, or browser cookies, or simply cookies. These are small block of data created by a web server while a user is browsing a website and placed on the user's computer or other device by the user's web browser. Cracker, also known as hacker. A cracker or a hacker is a person who breaks into a computer through a network without the authorization and with mischiefs or destructive intent. A security hacker is someone who explores methods for breaking defenses and exploiting weaknesses in a computer system or network. A hardware or software problem that causes information to be lost or the computer to be malfunction. Sometimes a crash can cause permanent damage to the computer. In computing, a crash or system crash occurs when a computer program, such as an application software or an operating system, stops function properly. In computer user interface, a cursor is an indicator used to show the current position for user interaction on a computer, monitor, or other display devices that will respond to input from a text input or pointing device. The mouse cursor is also called a pointer. Collection of data is normally known as database. A collection of similar information stored in a file, such as a database of addresses. This information may be created and stored in a database management system, DBMS. Most commonly you have listened this word by default or default. The predefined configuration of a system or an application are known as default configurations. In most programs, the default can be changed to reflect personal preferences. Normally, default configurations mean changeable configurations which we can change as per our requirement. The main directory of user interface is called desktop. Desktop usually contain icons that represent link to the hard drive, a network, and a trash or recycling can for files to be deleted. It can also display icons of frequently used applications as requested by the user. Desktop publishing. The process of publication quality document using a personal computer in combination with text, graphics and page layout programs are called desktop publishing. Desktop publishing is the creation of documents using page layout software on a personal computer. It was first used almost exclusively for print publications, but now it also assists in the creation of various forms of online content. Directory. Directory is a term used for folder in Linux operating system. A repository where all the files are kept on a computer are called directory or folder. In computing, a directory is a file system cataloging structure which contains references to the other computer files. On many computers, directories are known as folders. Hard disk. There are two types of storage available in our computing system: primary storage and secondary storage. Primary storage is our RAM and secondary storage is our hard drive. A hard disk or hard drive stores vast amounts of data. It is usually inside the computer but can be separate peripheral on the outside. Hard disks are made up of several rigid coated metal disks. A floppy disk is a 3.5-inch square disk usually inserted into the computer and can store about 1.4 megabytes of data. The 3.5 inches square floppies have a very thin flexible disk inside. There is also an intermediate sized floppy disk trademarked as zip disks, which can store 250 megabytes of data, but not commonly used nowadays due to small storage. The process of transferring information from a website to our personal computer is normally known as downloads. It is possible to download a file which include text, image, audio, video and many other type of data. That's enough for today, and now finish our this lecture with a beautiful quote. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. So dear students, thanks for watching this video and stay connected for all the upcoming videos. Thank you very much.